really interesting, quite interesting. Really interesting concept, gets really interesting. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Gonna be interesting too. Interesting. A really interesting game.
Why don't you shut up?
Hey everyone, there's Athagos, and today I got another unboxing for you. As usual, this will be just a quick and dirty unboxing, just looking at what this box has to offer. So today we will be looking at Planet Unknown, the deluxe version. I backed this 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. So this is very interesting because this is a tile laying game, like a polyomino tile laying game, and I have played several of those, but except for Patchwork, there was never one that really captured me. But this one looked really interesting, so I'm excited that this finally arrived, and now let's take a look at it. So the box is already pretty cool. It got a little bit hurt here, a little bit damaged during transport, so let's see if that can be somehow ironed out. But apart from that, it's a pretty cool box. One thing that is pretty striking, by the way, I only removed the shrink wrap so far. I haven't looked into it yet. But one thing that I realized is, can I show it on camera? Is that possible? Yeah, you see that the box actually has a lift here. So that's something that I don't see too often. So that is quite interesting. All right, then I suggest let's take a look at the game. All right, here we go. So this is the Lazy Susan, as it's called. So that is like a contraption you put in the middle of your table, and then you can just spin it, because that's one of the main mechanics. You put the polynomial tiles in here, and then the players sit around that centerpiece, and then you just spin it. Then it's being spinned, and people then have a choice of which tiles they want to take, which is a really interesting concept. And yeah, it looks pretty good actually. You can also take this out here. I don't know why you would take it out, but it's good to know that you can. I think you can just, right? You could put different, like put the tiles in different orientation. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you will have to push it down a little bit, but then it does work. Okay, cool. So that one looks pretty nice, actually. Yeah, looks pretty cool. This is pretty well made. I like that. Cool. Okay, so let's continue. And then here we have the sheets of the different tiles. So you see, these are different, like these polyomino tiles, these Tetris shaped tiles, right? Like here and there we have 4. There's just tiles with just 1 tile, and here's 4 again, 5. So different shapes. Let me see. And here then we have different ones, right? So you see that we have different terrains we can put down, and that is going to be important for the gist of the game. Let us just take one of these tiles. Let's just take, I don't know, this one here, and take a look. Oh yeah, these are just pretty standard, but they are sturdy enough. So if you don't try to break them, nothing will happen, I think. And of course they are also double-sided, of course, so that looks pretty good actually. I like that. Cool. I'm really excited for this game. This game does also have a solo version, and you can play it up to 6 players, which is really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now I don't know what these are, but really cool. So different tiles here, and here you see even more of the black ones and the forests here. I have no idea what these do yet, but we will see that soon. Then we have the rulebook. That's good. So I always like to take a look at the rule book and see like how thick it is, how it is laid out, and it's not too thick. I think you only need it until here. That's the scoring example. It's just 6 pages, including the scoring example, so that is actually pretty good. Because then we have the solo mode here. We have the 2-player variant. And other optional modules. That's pretty cool. And then we have the asymmetric operations, and then it gets really interesting, because one thing that I liked about the game is that you have your planet boards, which you will take a look at in just a moment. Everybody receives the same planet, and that's pretty much the family version, so to speak. But if you turn over these planets, then it's highly asymmetric. As far as I know, it's really strongly asymmetric then, because all the planets then work differently, give different bonuses, I think. So that is really interesting. Okay, cool. All right, and then we have some trays here. So that is done pretty well because you have the tray here, and in the middle you have like the scoring sheets. There are quite a few scoring sheets, so that should be enough for a lot of games. Because I'm always afraid of the scoring sheets running out, actually. So often I just copy these sheets, right? I put like several on a page, copy them, and then I cut them out just because I don't want to make empty those. But there are quite a few here, so that should be enough, and we have 2 of those, so I think that should be okay. All right, so that is the first tray. Let's take a look at that. So we do have a few things in here. Oh, it's kind of a little bit coarse here. Interesting feel of that tray. Really interesting. Okay, so these are some of the cards. Let me open one of the packs up to see how the quality of the cards is. All right. So that should be enough. Okay, cool. So let's see. Oh, these are pretty thin. Yeah, these are pretty thin cards. Is it possible to sleeve those? I don't know if then there's enough room here. I don't know about that, but these are pretty thin. So these are, I don't know what these are. Rank 4 civilization, rank 3, rank 2. I guess these are things that you can unlock depending on the rank of your planet, of your civilization. And then there are special powers, the way it looks like. Okay, cool. You will have to forgive me, but this campaign is like about 2 years old, almost 2 years old when it ended, so I don't know all these specifics anymore, but there are even more cards here. Let me just open these 2 up as well. Okay, so that's number 1 here. Let's open this one up. So what does this do here? These are double-sided. Complete 5. End the game with tiles covering all planetary land. Okay, these seem to be some private objectives. These seem to be private objectives. Interesting. And on the other side we have a neighbor objective. Okay, cool. There seems to be quite a lot of variation here with a lot of objectives and stuff. I like that. I love variation in games. And this game seems to have quite a lot of variety. And then we have an event deck here. Okay, cool. Gain an extra rover, green alert, draw an extra objective card. Okay. Orange alert. Oh, I see. So green is good, orange is not as good, and red is probably bad. Do not gain milestone benefits when advancing your tracks. Oh. That's pretty bad. Okay, interesting. Very cool. And then we have something here. It's a little bit unfortunate that the cards are that thin. But let's look at this here. So we have like a little, that's some kind of marker. All right, that's pretty cute. You can, that's pretty cool. Look at that insert. You can just put it in here. I think that's what it's meant to be. That is pretty cool. And then we have that's probably the first player token, which is really thick and large. I like that. And you can put it right here. I love these inserts. This is just great. I don't know what you can put here. Probably some tokens. I have no idea what you put in here. I would have to see. Maybe what about the cards? Well, you could put more cards in here, right? If you want to sleeve them, but I don't know yet what's being put in there. We will have to see because we're not done with the unboxing. So let's see what else will be unearthed here. Okay, and then we have the other tray again with some points. Oh, the top page is ripped, unfortunately, but okay, that's only a page. So that should be fine. And then we have the tokens here. So let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at these here. Okay. Yeah, they still have quite a strong factory smell, but that will change soon. Oh, okay, interesting. These. Oh, I think something went wrong with the washing here. You see these black dots here? Let me get the focus in here. Like this, it should be fine. And then you see like here, you can probably see it, right? There are like these black dots here. Oh, down here at the bottom too. Yeah, I think something went wrong with the washing because these are not supposed to have these black dots. But apart from that, they feel pretty good actually. They're pretty chunky. They're really chunky, and apart from the washing, they feel really nice. Okay, cool. Okay, great. The other blue ones are the same. They have the same black spots here also. Okay. I'll just leave the focus as it is for now, because I will pull the other stuff toward the camera, but I will change it after that. And then we have the orange ones here. Let's take a look at those. Yeah, oh yeah, look at these. They also feel good, but they look pretty dirty here, right? Like with the components. I mean, people who don't know the game, I can probably tell them, yeah, it's supposed to look that way, because we're terraforming planets, but... Oh yeah, something went wrong with the washing here. So because I'm not an expert at that, I've never done any like painting or washing or anything like that. If any of you know really well what to do here to remedy that, because I would like them to look nicer, because they feel great, and if they could look nicer, let me know in the comments or contact me via social media to let me know, because maybe you could even help me there. And then we have like some regular cubes here. Yeah, these are pretty standard. They look nice. They look good enough. Cool. And then we also have the white ones here, and I can see that these have the same issue. Yes, somehow there's an issue with the components here. Oh yeah, see, these black dots here. For the white ones, it doesn't look too bad. Ah, well, at the edges it kind of does. Can you see it? It's a little bit bright here, but you can probably see the dots there. These spots, I mean, that is unfortunate. Yeah, maybe there's some way to remedy that, because they feel really great and chunky. It's a shame that something went wrong with the washing there. That is really a shame. Well, I guess that's the way it is for now. Okay, let me put that there. Careful. All right, and these are the planet boards. So let's take a look at those. Oh, and these are going to be interesting too. So let's see. All right. Oh, these feel interesting. These feel really like coarse. These feel really coarse. These are not... You won't be able to see anything in the camera, because I can't really see anything here either without the camera. But these are... these feel like a little bit coarse, like not totally smooth. Interesting. What's interesting is that all planets look like this usually. Right? So everybody gets exactly the same kind of planet, as you can see. Even down to the name. Right? Both called KSB 4156. And there's like score medals for every complete row and column. So you know, okay, cool. Just have complete columns and rows, and you just terraform the planet. But if you say, well, we know the game already, or we are pretty much like expert players, we know how that works, then you can turn them around, and you see that these planets are completely different. Right? So here you have Charybdis. First tile placer must cover one of the central 4 squares. Oh, interesting. So you need to start here. On this one, Oblivion, ice is amassed in the corners. I don't know what ice does, but that's that's shown in the rulebook. And then you have completely different objectives here, and also different ways to place, right? So here you place around the planet, and here you place it like on the planet. Pretty similar to the standard one here. So really, really interesting. You see, like, these are all different. And that is really cool, because you see, like, small planets and so you have, like, a really large variety. If I think about playing solo, I think there are 6 different planets I can play with, and then I have all these different event cards and whatever. So that is really, really great. There's a lot to do here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to get used to that rough feeling here, to the coarse feeling, but apart from that, pretty cool. And then here we have the boards for the players as well. And these are pretty interesting, because these are double-sided and double-layered, right? So these are pretty much triple-layered, so to speak. So you can put all the, like the tokens we saw here. These semi-transparent tokens, we can use these to advance here on these tracks. I think I will have to fix the focus again. I think like that, it should work. So, yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, give me a second. Right, so you see here, and this is exactly the same thing again, right? So you have the same thing, unaffected by meteor strikes, double water, they're exactly the same thing, same numbers, everything is the same here, right? And that's the boards you use if you play with these standard planets. But same thing, you can turn these around, and boom. Suddenly you have a completely different layout here. I mean, completely different. You know what I mean? You have like 2, 4. You have 6 of these fields here. Here you only have 5. You see Jump Drive, Republic, and see that here, like you see like levels here and here are different positions, and same thing here on the left, different symbols and positions, and also here are different abilities, I guess. So really interesting. So you see that there is a lot of variety here, because you can play either with all the different, with the same planets or with the different planets, and you can always pick a different planet, right? That is really interesting. So let me get all of these out. There should be 8 of those, which is also cool because you can only play it up to a player count of 6, but there are actually 8 of these boards and also 8 planets, I think. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much all, but the check I usually do, I don't have it in all my unboxing videos, but in most videos I always look below the insert, but there's nothing here because sometimes there is stuff there. So tip from my side, always look under the insert. Okay, and that is pretty much then it. So we looked at everything. So it looks pretty cool so far. I think this is a really interesting game because something like that does not exist yet. And I really, really hope I will like it because I'm still looking for a really cool polyomino tile placement game. But if you know of any polyomino tile placement games, then let me know, because I really like such games. And so far, except for Patchwork, I haven't played any games that I really like. So I have also played New York Zoo, which was a good game, but it was just a little bit too fiddly with all the animals, although it looked great. And also I played A Feast for Odin, but that is just too much setup, too much teardown, and such a long playing time. This is something that almost never gets to the table, so this is why I have not added these 2 games to my collection. So the only polyomino tile placement game I have at the moment is Patchwork, and now this one. So I really hope this one can fill the void I have in my collection regarding such types of games. But if you know of any games that could fit my collection here, let me know. I would really look forward to that. And that is pretty much then my unboxing of this game. I hope you enjoyed that. So it all looks pretty good. I will have to get used to that coarse feeling here. And also, unfortunately, that the washing didn't really work out here. That is a shame. I don't know. Maybe you can help me remedy that. And also, I don't know about the box lift. This isn't a game you could not put somehow at the bottom of your stack or something like that, I think. Because I think the box lift would at some point the box would be destroyed by that, and I don't even know if you could put it stored vertically. It's probably also a little bit hard because the box is a little bit too small. Hey everyone, this is me after having recorded the video. Just a small thing about the box lift. So I've now taken out all of these, right? Because these punch boards, of course, will not be in there anymore. And then I have put everything in, and there still is a slight box lift. It's not as bad as before, but I still think it's a little bit difficult because this will not be good for the box in the long run, probably. So I will still have to store it on top. But just wanted to let you know that the box lift, of course, is not as bad then, but it still is there. All right, continue the video. But apart from that, it all looks pretty good, actually. I like most of the components. The tiles look pretty cool. I like those. So I'm looking forward to filling up that Lazy Susan here and see how that plays out. So that is going to be pretty exciting. All right, so that concludes my unboxing of Planet Unknown, the Deluxe Edition. From Kickstarter. So thank you very much for watching, in case you're still doing so. If this is the first time my videos you're watching, why don't you head over to my channel? I have loads more videos there, and I would love to see you over there. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, and cheers.